Hello everyone, it's Miss Larkin speaking. So today I'm going to be talking you through how to support your child in accessing live worksheets during a live lesson. Now, just to let you know what a live worksheet is, a live worksheet is something that a member of staff, so a teacher, will set for your son or daughter to complete whilst being on a live lesson. Now, the benefits of live worksheets are that the teacher can actually see what your son or daughter is writing and what they're actually doing during the live lesson. They can give them live feedback, so they can type comments to them and tell them where they're going wrong or praise them if they're doing something really, really good. And it means that they can get feedback in real time. Now, live worksheets are brilliant and lots of our staff have been using these over the past few weeks. And actually your son or daughter may have no problem at all in accessing these and they may find them really straightforward. However, what we've noticed is that some students are still struggling to access these, and we want to make sure that all students have fair access during their live lessons and they can get the support of our teachers and indeed some of our LSAs who are joining larger cohort groups to give extra support to any student that needs it. What I'm going to do, I'm going to present my screen for you now and I'm going to click you through how to best access a live worksheet. Before I do that though, I'm also going to show you how your son or daughter can download an absolutely brilliant Google extension app called Dualness, which means that they can have a split screen on their own laptop or device, which is absolutely brilliant because it means they can see their live worksheet they're getting on with on one screen, and they can also see the teacher and see what they're presenting on theirs too. So just follow along with me. I'm going to present my entire screen for you now. So hopefully you can see the tab here. I've got lots of other tabs open. So all you need to do to download this Google extension is Google Dualness. Okay, so it's called Dualness. Press enter and the top site is the one that you want to click onto. Once you're on there, it'll come up with an option to download. So I've actually got the option remove because I already have Dualness installed on my plarkin@rodingvalley.net account. That's another thing to note. Make sure your son or daughter is logged in with their school email address. That's really obviously quite important. So click there to actually download for your Chrome and it will appear. Now, Dualness is a tiny little icon in the top right of the screen, just up here, okay? To get a split screen, click on it and you can click on the ratio that you would like for your split screen. I tend to go with the 5 and 5 option. So as you can see here, I've just split my screen half and half. So it means that on this screen, I could have my teacher that's telling me what to do and I can see their screen, and I could have my live worksheets that they have sent me that I'm typing away on and to access the lesson. Okay, so it's much better. It means that you don't have to keep flicking between tabs, and it means that it's a bit less overload on the student because they can split their screen like so. You can also split your screen into different ratios, so you can have it 7:3, 4:6. To get off split screen, click back onto the little Dualness icon up here and then click on the full screen mode and it takes you back to full screen. It is also worth noting that if your child is working on a MacBook, they already have this option installed onto their MacBook, which is nice and straightforward to use. But for any other device, it's best to download Dualness, attach it to your Chrome, which we've all got access to, and I've just shown you how to do that, and then use it as so, okay? Just while I'm talking about the use of devices, it's really important just to note that if your son or daughter is accessing their live lessons on their phones, then completing a live worksheet can be quite difficult. So if your son or daughter is still working on a phone and you haven't managed to get a laptop from us yet, then please do contact your year progress leader who will try and help you with this as soon as possible. It is possible to access a live worksheet on a phone, but it is just much more difficult, okay? So that's Dualness. It's a great extension and anyone at Roding Valley can download this for free. What I will say as well, sometimes people get a bit confused because their Dualness doesn't always appear when they log into their email. If you're having that problem at all and you can't see the Dualness icon, but you definitely downloaded it, it's probably hiding somewhere up here. You may wish to click on your extension tab and you'll find it here. You may just need to pin it to your screen, okay? So sometimes it hides a bit, so you'll need to do that, okay? Another thing that can sometimes happen as well is sometimes when you log in again as for a fresh start, for a fresh day, then your Google Mail hasn't always synced, okay? So if that's the case, then click on your little letter icon. Mine's P for the first sort of letter of my name, and then make sure that your sync is on. And then again, Duellist should appear if it's disappeared, okay? So that's Duellist. It's an absolutely brilliant extension, and I really recommend that your son or daughter downloads this because it will really help them when accessing live worksheets, okay? I'm now going to show you how to go about accessing live worksheets. And this is all done through Google Classroom, okay? So let's say that your son or daughter is on their live lesson, okay? And they've logged in and their teacher has said to them, right, we're going to be using a live worksheet today because I want to see what you're getting up to and I'd like to give you some feedback as we're working. And they'll say to your son or daughter that the worksheet is posted in their Google Classroom, okay? So this is what my classroom looks like, very similar to what your child should look like as well. I'm going to show you a trial. So I'm just going to click on like a made up Google Classroom for you, just to give you an example of what this will look like, okay? This is a trial one. Now you can see here that I have like a sort of trial classroom up, and I need to get onto my live worksheet because my teacher set it for me. So I click on classwork as they normally would do, and I can see my worksheet up here, okay? So this one is called trial because it is a trial worksheet, and I can see that Miss Larkin has set this for me. So I've actually set this for myself, but I'm logged in as a student, so you can see it as student view, okay? So click on classwork and then you'll see your worksheet here. To complete the worksheet, they must click view assignment. Once they're on the assignment, it'll look like this, and it says, hi everyone, please complete the worksheet attached. Best wishes, Miss Larkin, okay? Now my work is up here, and I can see my worksheet attached for me, and it will say the teacher's name there because they're the one who has created the worksheet for them to do. So click on that and it will open the worksheet, and here it is. It's a year 9 history one. I've obviously chosen history because that's my subject, and here it is, okay? So when your son or daughter comes to complete the worksheet, all they need to do is type their answers here. Okay, so straight away, what was set up in Germany at the end of the First World War? Now, I know the answer to this because I'm a history teacher, or hopefully I do. The answer to that is the Weimar government, okay, or the Weimar Republic. So I'll type my answer there. And the beauty of this is, as I'm typing here in student view, my teacher will be able to see exactly what I am writing, which is brilliant. They can leave me comments along the side. They can say, you've got that right, you've got that wrong, think about this, think about that. And whilst I'm listening in real time to my teacher, I'm getting on with my work. This is as close as we can get to emulating a real life lesson. And it's as close as we can get to giving feedback in real time and knowing exactly what our students are doing. But also, more importantly, our students can know how to keep on track, and they can know if they're doing things right or wrong, which is obviously so important for not only their confidence, but also for their learning and progress as well. So I'll type my answers in here. You can see this worksheet's quite big. It's got some text on it as well. It's got a nice little QR code that I can use to scan at the end of the lesson, which my teacher would explain to me, and I can follow along as so. Let's say I've completed my worksheet and I've done the best that I can do. I then click on turn it in. Okay, so the button that says turn in, and that'll turn it in to my teacher. My teacher will get an email and it'll say, Paige has submitted her work. Okay, so turn in, hand in. Just like what you would do with a normal assignment that they do in their self-directed time. It's very, very similar to that. Okay, if you want to go back, you can obviously unsubmit your worksheet and you can go back and edit it like so. Okay, so just to recap that, when they're accessing their live worksheets, if their teacher has set one of these, they go onto the relevant subject Google Classroom, they click on classwork, they click on their worksheet, and they click view assignment, and then their work appears up here. Now, I've obviously already submitted mine, so mine's actually asking me to unsubmit it because it thinks that I want to edit it, but my teacher now has that. But like I said, the great thing about this is that it works in real time, okay? So during the live lesson, it means that your son or daughter can listen to what the teacher's saying, get on with their work, and get feedback all in one. And you can see why the split screen is really important, because when you put split screen on and you're doing your worksheet, so I'll just open my worksheet again, if I put my dual screen on, it means I could have, on this screen, I could have my teacher, so I'd have my Google Meet open and I could see my teacher talking, and on this screen, I could type away in my worksheet. Okay, so it's a really, really good way of being able to multitask like you would in a real lesson, but obviously through technology. Okay, so thank you so much for listening. If you do have any more questions about using live worksheets, downloading dual lists or anything like that, then please don't hesitate to get in touch with me. My email address is plarkin@rodingvalley.net, and I'll be here to answer any questions for you. But like I said, so many staff are utilising this great bit of technology now in their live lessons. So I just wanted to make sure the students and parents are all aware of this. But like I said at the beginning, lots of them are already, and lots of them are really engaging, and we're so impressed with the sort of quality of work that we are seeing online. But this is a great way of enhancing the learning and making sure that your child gets the help that they need in the lesson. Okay, so thank you, like I said, for listening, and don't hesitate to get in contact with me if needed. Thank you.